Hey there, I'm Steve, and welcome to Jamson Entertainment. And welcome to the conversation. Just before we get started, there are many ways you can help. You can like and subscribe so you never miss a conversation. But most importantly, please share this video. Get the word out there as a community. We can talk about all things that we love. I recently just saw Killers of the Flower Moon. This is Martin Scorsese's most recent movie, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, Lily Gladstone, Tantoo Cardinal, John Lithgow, Brendan Fraser, Cara Jade Myers, Janae Collins, Gillian Dion, Jason Isbell, William Ballou, Scott Shepard, Gary Basaraba. The movie opens up with Martin Scorsese thanking the audience for coming out to the theaters to see this movie. A lot of movies have been doing this lately because theater attendance have been down since COVID. And it is nice that directors and actors are grateful for people to go out to the theaters instead of just catching it on streaming. He also points out that he's wanting to tell this particular story for quite some time. And this story, to put it quite simply and very bluntly, is about how 100 years ago, or a little more than that, a Native American tribe named the Osage in Oklahoma struck oil, became rich, and the unfortunate age-old tale of the white man coming in and scamming them out of their wealth and property. This movie is 3.5 hours long. It's a slow burn, so you see how William Hale, over time, scams the natives and how he can get away with it time and again. He doesn't pull the wool over their eyes completely. They do notice what's going on and they are worried and they're trying to figure out who's doing this. It does take a while for justice to come and take William Hale down. Now, the main character is Ernest. He is a World War I veteran who comes home and he needs work. And at the beginning, Ernest is an honest man and he just wants to make his way in the world. William Hale is his uncle, and his uncle talks to him about don't be foolish and don't start stupid fights. And he talks to him in such a way, I guess, like any uncle would talk to their nephew, just to look out for him, keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't get into trouble. But you get the sense that he's up to something. You're not quite sure what. I mean, you can kind of guess because it opens up after Scorsese's intro with the natives digging and them striking oil. And I already told you what this movie's about in a short sentence. But one thing happens after another. Ernest simply starts as a taxi service for a woman named Molly, and a bond grows between them. They get married, they have children, and bad things are constantly happening to her family. She's just losing relatives left and right. Some, it seems to be from illness. Others just seem to be murder, or they are claimed suicides. You learn through the movie that things are not what they seem, but things aren't straightforward. You see Ernest doing bad things, but you also see him trying to rationalize it to himself, like he's doing this for his family. And you do see him become remorseful and regretful as the movie goes on. And watching things unfold before you is interesting. And everyone in this movie brings their A game to acting. With all that said, this is still a 3.5 hour long movie. And I've said so in the past, there are 3.5 hour long movies that I love very dearly and I watch them at least once a year. I think this one could have been 2.5 hours and it would have been perfectly fine. Although if you took that hour out, I think there would be a lot of finer details that you would miss, which makes this difficult for me to grade. I'm sure if I did see this again, I would pick up on more details and I would find it just as exciting and probably more exciting because I know how it unfolds and I would catch the finer details. But if I catch it again, I'm going to catch it on streaming, and that's how I recommend you watch it. Those are my thoughts on Killers of the Flower Moon. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching and live your imagination.